Hi there, crafty ones. This is Pam with Pam's Paper Place, and I finished taking apart, reconstructing the big chunky Boho Gypsy journal that I had, and I made it into 3 journals. So I'll do 3 videos, and then they are listed in my Etsy, Pen to Paper by Pam. This one will be listed as number 1. So if you're interested. And before I start, I'll let you know what digis I used. I think I know most of them. Nevermore Creations 17, Boho Beauty. And then I use Amy Joy Studios, Bohemia Boho Gypsy, and her Gypsy Goddess. And then I used some Adele's Not Too Shabby Chic, her Boho Me background, and Studio 28E, Boho Dreams, and Boho Dreams number 2. And also some of the things that are in here, I got Happy Mail from Dale, Billy Craft and Create, and Marcy Creators Call Shop. So I just wanted to thank them too for some items that they sent. Okay, so this is the first one. And they're all different because originally this was one chunky journal, made it into 3. They do have some similar things. The cover is, well, it's kind of a soft cover, but it has like batting behind this quilted material that I put together. And then it has a thicker quality cardstock, and then it has another layer of designer thicker paper. So it does have several layers, and they are all a little different. Like this one is number 3, so it's just a little different. And then number 2 is, this is number 2. Just a little different, but I'll do, separate videos. Oh, I just got hung up on here. Uh-oh, what did I just do? I just snagged something. Snagged a charm. Okay, there we go. Okay, so number 1. How I did this fabric is I took different materials and I quilted them together. So it have that quilty look. This is like a thicker broadcloth, like you might see it with a pillow. And then this is some upholstery fabric, and it's not meant to be like lined up perfectly because, that's part of the creating of the junk journal. You don't want it to look like it's mass produced. And then here on all of them I have this doily here, and then this is some pretty like upholstered material. This is like a velvet, and then this is a vintage bark cloth. And then on each one I have some like sparkly boho type trim, and then they all have the braid here, and they all have this fringe trim and the chiffon bow. And then here's, like I said, the back with the braid trim, and then the fringe, and then it has a little like a boho type little button there, wood button. And then on this one, this is the only one that has this applique, but they all have this like a little safety pin with a key and some of these little, they look like little coins. There's 3 coins here and a key that's on a paper clip. And then at the bottom, there'll be layers of doilies. And then they all have beads that I'll show you more in detail. And then they'll also have, boy, it's going to be hard to show all this, isn't it? And then they also have a detachable little tassel. And they all have a wood tag. Then they have like this sari silk with beads. Here. And then they have these paper beads and a little gold. I thought it looked kind of boho-ish. So that is the tassel, and then that can come off and put back on with a one of these clips here. Okay, so let's open it up. I think they have about 100 pages, but I'm not sure. I just divided them up as best as I could, and some might have more, some might have less. But and here's the chiffon tie. It has little sparklies in it, little sparkly. So I thought that went well with it. Okay, let's open it up, and then here you can see the doilies, the bottom, a couple layers of doilies, and this one here has a big doily here. And then here's the fringe. This one has a little sparkly ribbon at the top that goes across here. They each have this big pocket that you could fill with things. And this is like a shiny, really pretty paper. I might have to put a little trim here too yet. And then here's the fringe. And then I just, added some details. So, and then here's the pocket right here. So, this is a beautiful boho beaded trim. And then I added this trim over it and the braid here. So that's a pretty pocket. And then it has this journal belongs to with some pretty sparkly pink little bow there. And then this has this, just to give it a little extra detail. And you know how I did this, I've never seen it done before. It probably has, everything's been done before, but I did one signature, but actually I sewed it, hard to explain. Okay, so I sewed them double. See the two, oops, see the two threads here? You see that? So I sewed one signature in, like you normally would. Then I took the other signature. Where does it start? And I sewed it in the middle of it again. So it's like I did a double signature. That's what I'm going to call it, a double signature. So that was not real easy. But yeah, I put the first signature in. Then I took the second signature and sewed it in. So it has a lot of strength to it because there's a lot of embellishing. So I like to embellish. Here is just some fun eyelash trim. And then it has this sparkliness that I sewed together. And here added this little pretty trim and this a pretty little gypsy girl. And then it has colorful papers, and then it has some like, more muted papers just to give your eye a break, from the color. And then here is an envelope that opens up here. And then every leaf speaks bliss to me. And that goes in here. And then here it opens up. I might have to ink some of these papers yet. Yeah, I probably have to ink this one. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I have to ink that one. And that one goes in here. Then we have a map page right here. And I just turned the end up for a pocket. And then we have this little gypsy card and this here to journal. And I thought this kind of looked like a little gypsy-ish. Oh, it's like a plain card and it had blue in it. And more of the map page. This is coffee dyed paper, and I put a blue doily to kind of go with the paper there. This is like, you know, like stationery or computer paper. And then this was an envelope here. And I made a little tuck. And you have a couple little tags. I sewed around this one. And if you wanted to, I think you can open up the top and make this another envelope. You know, I mean, it's an envelope, so if you open up the top, you could also put a tag in there. Wait, no, you can't, because yeah, you can. I did add this, so you have a pocket here, but if you wanted another one, you could just cut that and have a pocket this way, because this is a pocket here. I love this image here. So this trim just goes over here, and it is a little paper bag that I made into a little scrappy booklet. I'm sorry I have shadows. My ring light is not working real good for me because it keeps falling over, so I gotta figure something out. I just have a lot of shadows. So this was a fun little bag, scrappy bag, and then it fits here, and then the appliques go over the top here. And then we have some paper for writing. I added the old tape that I made. And then this is coffee dyed paper. It has kind of a texture to it because one summer I put it over the pebbly sidewalk, so you have this little bumpy, it almost feels like braille. Coffee dye. Here's the book. It says Bohemia on it, page. Another digi page. And so you could write there. This is an envelope, the back side of an envelope that I printed on. So you can see the printing. You can't see where the pocket is. That's printed. So it's like an invisible pocket there. See? So then here's a tag, and I put a little gem there on her forehead. And then I added this trim here, knotted it. Pretty image. And then this is like a little carpet card that flips up. I thought that was perfect. So you could journal here. There's a little dog bone on the carpet there. And then I added this flower. And you could add pictures, or, you know, if you wanted to, just take some paper and put it in there. And I sewed this fabric, and here's a little lace, and then a couple of these flowers here. Little pocket. And you can see the little edge of the lace from this side. And then I have this little heart charm, gold heart charm, and then some, on that pin I have some sequins there. So on this lace pocket you have this: we are all wanderers on this earth, our hearts are full of wonder, and our souls are deep with dreams. Gypsy proverb. Tucks in there. And then this is the middle of the first signature that I sewed in. And I have this little tag, bloom wild and free. And I tore some of the edges on this paper just to give it kind of an interesting flow. And it's more of my made to look old tape, coffee dyed paper, and some more little washi tape, give it a little interest, torn page here. And this is like a book page, and I backed it with this pretty digi page. Here's a little map, and more little tape there with the purples. I thought it went well with that. Music paper, and then added some little feather washi. And this has a little torn edge. This holds this shut, so you know you could keep it open and put this in, or you can keep it shut and this will hold it shut. There's a rug playing card, that was perfect, and other little journaling cards, so those can go in there. And then here's some really pretty lace with a little sparkle, and I added a journal card. It's a pretty image here, and I like how it all just kind of, you know, flows here along the edges. Where that tape here is, and I added tape here, and here's some really pretty gem edges. What do you call this? Not pretty. So this is a doily that I backed on something more substantial, and then you could tuck something in here too, and added a label, some writing or typing, and then here is a place that you could journal. And then here is the middle of both signatures. And then we have two pockets here. I added some washi tape. Have courage, be strong, enjoy today. Went with the colors, so you have a couple little journal spots. Pocket, and a pocket here. Here's pretty paper. Like a journal here. And then you have a pocket here with this image. I need to ink that. Not pretty. That goes in here. And then this is pretty here. This like a beaded edge. And then this was the cutest little story. A little girl and her mom, and I thought it was cute with the how colorful they were, and added this little circle so you could journal there. I have some washi tape here, and then here is the kind of tassel or beads. I have a feather, we have beads, butterfly here, some more pretty little charms there. We have a diagonal pocket, and I added this trim here that goes good with this. And I have one vintage postcard with each journal. I don't see a date. And this is a wood feather, and then I just added string and then a little fabric, couple things of fabric there. And this beautiful paper, sparkly, so that goes in there. And then here, this edge is kind of fun. It's got little fringes. It's so hard to show all the detail with this, you know, on a video, but yeah, I can just do the best I can, right? So that goes like that. We'll turn it, and we have another deep pocket here, side pocket. Beautiful image. I think the backing, a lot of these is from Grammy's Keepsakes. I love the coffee dyed digis she has. Use them a lot. This little pocket here, this is Dale's Boho background. Here we have a tag. I added some just pretty little bling there. And then here, added some eyelash trim. Right here, this is from Dale too. Look at lace. I put some sequins here, and that can flip up. I did a little collaging here from this envelope. And there is nothing in here. I might come back and put something in there. So, yeah. Fun. Then I added a little digi, cut that fussy, cut the feather out. This envelope I printed also on, as you can see here. And a little tag with fibers. Coffee dyed paper. Digi, and we got music paper. Little piece of a map. And here's a little tag that I added as sequin as a earring. It's another book page. Digi page, Studio 20AD. Here's more of that kind of textured coffee dyed paper. And they're all different, so. And that one has little sequin earrings. And this was an envelope. And I added a little tag. It's been sewn around, it has this little fabric tab and a little tassel. It's pretty edging here, this trim. Delicate little trim here. And added pretty trim. It's kind of aqua. Here's a pocket. And it has this little card here. It's purple. I thought that would be pretty in this here. And then I added this tag to this envelope. And I'll put something in here too. And then I added this upholstery fabric here. And this one has a, this is the only one that has a shaker card. And I added these little sequins here. And then in here, I glued the flower in there and this little thicker resin piece so that it is free to move. I added that little bird there. You could put a picture in the back. And here's another envelope. As you can see, it's kind of a hidden pocket. And then, but you can't really see it. It's like that. And then these tickets with just a few little, two little pieces of paper. And then you could tuck something here with Wild Abandon. More book pages. That paper. It's the back of this writing. This is part of an envelope that I backed with paper. I added this little image. And then here Added this pretty trim. I think I got that trim at Hobby Lobby. And then this little envelope opens up on this little map page here. And I thought I had something in here. I do, I think, yeah. Have that little tag in there. And then there's a little key charm right there. And we're almost done with this one. Here's the map page, and here's another one of these little, looks like a carpet, tapestry playing card. And a little digi card. Memories. I did wonky stitching and a little fiver. Memories. And this flips up for journaling, and it also is a tuck and a little journal card. Then you have this really pretty, it's like a chiffon fabric here. I did a ruffle on this side and added some pretty eyelash trim here. And then here's the other pocket. We have the trim that goes through here. I think I'm going to add some trim here also. Probably have to, well, not on here, but probably on this side. Might just add a couple more doilies. So this is Boho Gypsy #1, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. And if you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe or just make a comment. That's encouraging. And then here's the little tassel that goes with this one, and you can put it anywhere you want. So there you have it. Gypsy Journal #1. And I'll do Gypsy Journal #2 in just a little bit. And as I said, this is listed in my Etsy Pen to Paper by Pam. Thanks for watching. Bye.